Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. Sam and Doug installed the new front accessory drive system from Vintage Air on the 57 Thunderbird. The kit includes a power steering pump which they'll use for the new power racket pinion. And as usual, they'll provide tips along the way to help with a smooth installation.
Doug and I are moving right along with our 57 Thunderbird project, and today what we're going to do is install the accessory drive kit that we got from Vintage Air. And Vintage Air, for the Coyotes, they make a kit that gives you power steering because from the factory, these cars all have electric steering. We're going with a power rack and pinion, so we're going to need a power steering pump.
When an aluminum block sits out, it oxidizes. When it oxidizes, then you get all that oxide in the inside of the threads.
It galls up.
And it galls up. And you know what? The last thing you want to do is gall it up. So just chase the threads. Make it easy.
So there's a little tab that's in the way of our AC bracket. We want to cut this little tab off. It's insignificant. We don't need it for any reason. That way we can continue with the installation of our AC bracket. This Vintage Air aluminum bracket is what's going to hold the compressor on. It's also going to hold a secondary bracket that houses the power steering pump and the tensioner. And now Doug is going to install it. And then we can go on with the secondary bracket, compressor, and power steering pump.
What we're going to need to do, we've got this bracket installed, but we're going to have to drill and tap into the block. So we've got a guide for the drill that will go in here. So we've got a guide as it slides in on both of the holes. That's going to guide the drill to go straight. Then we're going to have to make sure the depth of the drill only goes in 1 inch. And the way that that is done is we're going to take the drill, we're going to insert it, we're going to measure 1 inch out, and then we're going to put tape on the other side of the drill so the drill is only allowed to penetrate literally 1 inch. Then we're going to come back and we'll tap it. Real important when you're drilling like this that you peck. You go in a little bit, you pull the drill out. You go in, you pull the drill out. You got to peck, and by pecking you'll get a truly round hole that's easy to tap, and then the thread depth is going to be the correct depth. Okay, we're getting ready to tap the hole, and so what I've done right here is I've left the bracket in place. I wanted to make sure the tap would go in. This one we just put a little bit of grease, a little anti-seize onto it. And then when you're tapping, I tap a little forward, then I come back. I want to continually break that chip. Now this is going to continue to go until we feel a bottom of the tap, and you'll actually feel the tap as it begins to bottom. I feel it's bottomed, tap's at the end. I'll just go ahead and pull her out now.
All right, we got the Vintage Air front accessory drive installed, which includes our power steering pump and our AC compressor. There are a couple more parts we need to complete the job, but we have everything in place that we need to mock up the cooling system and make sure we have plenty of room. From what it looks like, we do.
Yeah, you know, and guys, when you're doing this at home, make sure, once again, I keep saying this, mock it up, make sure things are going to fit. With aftermarket parts, periodically you have to make a little adjustment here or there, but that's real normal because it's hard to get everything exactly perfect. So if you mock it up and there's a little bit of interference, just go ahead and grind stuff away a little bit, make sure it's all fitting correctly, just take your time.
A couple inches here and there won't hurt anybody.